Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for poverty where we don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. Today, diving into an update from World Liberty Financial. They just had their Twitter space, not called AMA, but it was really just a discussion on what they will be doing going forward in the token launch right around the corner. So stay tuned. All right, so the Twitter space was about an hour and a half. I listened to all that just to find out what this is. TLDR, you have two sides to this. You have the World Liberty Fi token, which is only available for the accredited investors in the US and those outside the US. And that's one side in which you're basically just there for governance. And it does not have any quote unquote value. Now, as it mentions down here, the team will receive, has or may receive tokens for World Liberty Financial and will be entitled to receive significant fees for services provided to World Liberty Financial, which amount cannot be yet determined. So there is definitely a vested interest for the Trump family members as well as the founding team members for this token to do well. But at the same time, they're kind of really harping on the fact that it is just specifically for governance. And one big thing they mentioned is that regardless of how much you have, you will be capped at a maximum of a 5% voting weight whenever they do any governance protocols or discussions. So they're definitely, from what they say, trying to make sure that this is fair and equitable. But the big thing about the platform is that once the platform is live, I forgot the individual that discussed it, but they mentioned the main goal is to essentially reach a bunch of the Web 2 users and kind of normalize DeFi. So as you know right now, like to get into crypto, you got this seed phrase and don't share with anyone and bury it somewhere and get a wallet and then find out which blockchain you're on. Like all this stuff is definitely very cumbersome and difficult for normies, but we that are watching this video and those that are already in crypto and DeFi, we expect everyone to basically go through these same hoops because that is the barrier to entry. Well, not everybody's going to want to do that. And that's what we're already seeing in the space is that people don't actually care about quote unquote decentralization. They don't care about all this other stuff that we think is important. All they want to know is, does number go up and how easy can I get in? How quickly will number go up? And that is what Web 2 was about. You may not like it, but using Google authentication or Meta to sign up for websites is a one-click registration because most people have some sort of social media login and a Gmail account. And if you don't, you can get one. So that's what needs to happen for crypto. And that's what they sound like they're trying to do with their DeFi project or whatever this will actually be. The big thing that I thought was revealing was that it's a stablecoin strategy in the sense that this is an American company and their emphasis is on using stablecoins because stablecoins are backed by US Treasury bills. And that will help reinforce the dollar's dominance. And you know, that's a platform that Trump has rallied behind. So, and stablecoins are definitely a large part of the market cap. You're looking at right now, $172 billion in stablecoin market cap and primarily with Tether. We'll just leave it at that. And they want to grow more of that. And that is backed by treasury bills. And for the most part, it is a secure backing since it's, backed by the faith of the US government. But the point that they were getting at in this Twitter space is that they want to kind of increase that adoption because if this platform is bringing in more stablecoin adoption, and they're staking stablecoins or using stablecoins for their lending and borrowing, then that's yield that they can generate. And then, of course, again, that levies Trump's platform in regards to what he wants to do as president. So that's a big thing I thought that was interesting to note. One other disclaimer I want to say, I'm not familiar with the team, but they have been mentioned as a team that was behind some other project. I don't have it up right now, that experienced like a $2 million hack or exploit. So be careful. Of course, I'm not saying this is 100% SAFU. I do believe with how they're partnering with this and putting Trump's name on it and things of that nature, they do want this to withstand the test of time. So the team or whoever that had this exploit, whatever happened with it, I would assume that when they go forward with this, they will be buttoning things up. And they did do a rather detailed dive into their security measures and compliance. They talked about audits and several audit companies and codes, and even running fire drills where they simulate if worst case scenario happens, how will they go about it. And then of course you see what they're doing with the KYC and all that. And even on this front, this was huge. He mentioned that there's over 100,000 verified users waiting for this whitelist. So there is definitely some hype and eyeballs on this globally, because I don't think just 100,000 people from the US went through this. All right, there's definitely not 100,000 accredited investors in the US. So a lot of them went ahead and used the KYC like I did and got verified to be a part of this. Now, again, we have no idea how the WLFi token will go and what kind of speculative trading will be around that. But I do believe the platform itself will be something to look into as a means to onboard people. And then hopefully, as they mentioned, to essentially leverage crypto as an asset and borrow against it, take loans out against it, things of that nature. So I'm really interested to see where this will go, what will happen with that, when this will launch. They didn't actually give any dates on any of that, so we still don't know when it will launch. But what else did they mention besides audits, trusted rails, user friendly? So the big thing was Web 2 integration, just making it super simple for people to get into this platform, however they plan on doing that. So they said that they want it to be seamless, where Web 2 users don't even know they're using Web 3 rails. So again, I believe that will have something to do with like the social logins, and the key management aspect will not be, private key management aspect will not be as cumbersome as we're used to. So again, it may not be quote unquote DeFi. It could be more like a centralized exchange, in the sense that you are creating a login or using your social media logins, and then they're giving you a wallet, and then that's all built into the platform, and you don't see on the back end how to create that wallet on your own or export or anything like that. So it sounds like that's what they're doing. I have no idea, but I don't know how else you can integrate those two technologies. That's outside my wheelhouse. But as they mentioned, and as we see in the space, again, a lot of people do not care about this DeFi ideology, principles that Bitcoin was built on. They just want to make money. And at the end of the day, they also want to have a finger to point at if something goes wrong. So say they forget their seed phrase, they don't want to be responsible for that. A lot of them will like to call a helpline and say, hey, I need to get back into my wallet. Can you help me? So we may not like it, or you may not agree with it, but at the end of the day, I just want to make money as well. So I don't really care who is behind the scenes, as long as it stays SAFU and I can make money off of it. That's kind of where I'm at now. Try to beat the drum about the importance of all that other stuff, and just end up getting wrecked with these community projects and people you think are doing the things the right way. So through that, I'll take a transparent team or forward-facing people that are chasing money, letting you know that they've always been about money. So I'll take that over the ones that want to hide in the shadows and pretend that it's all about decentralization and stuff like that. Personally, I'm at that stage now. All right, let me know what you guys think about this. I will be circling back when this goes live, because I want to know. They didn't mention what the price is. I want to know the price of this token is, and see how liquidity will be added, what will be done with it, that nature. I think the last update I saw was that 70% of the tokens were supposed to go to the team or will be allocated to the team. So we won't be able to find out those details until this goes live, and they say they'll have their quote unquote gold paper once this is live. So still some unknown unknowns, but what little I've heard, it sounds promising, at least in the borrow and lending side, and potentially higher yield on your assets. I'm curious to see what happens. All right, that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. Until next time, live daily and achieve prosperity.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.